Okay, this is Jacob Schmitt with deerhuntingschool.com. This video here is the 16th update to the 2018 hunting plan series I'm doing. It is January the 12th, 2019. As I'm recording this, I'm actually driving down to go hunting right now. Just left my house. So what's took place is here the past week I've worked a whole lot, like unbelievable amount of hours I've been working. So I've been working a lot, but I've been watching my spy point camera, and I've been watching a couple pigs that's been coming to my feeder, and I've had some deer that's been coming in. So I've killed 3 pigs this season. If you've been following me, you already know that, but if you haven't, just new news to you. But anyways, I've killed 3 pigs this season. So I've been watching this one pig, and I'm like, he's fixing to come in the evening, in daylight. He's just getting close. I've watched them enough this season to I can pretty well tell when they're getting close, because he started coming in. So anyways, I went yesterday evening because I'm like, it's gonna be soon. Plus some deer were coming in, so I took my bow, and he come in at about 15-20 minutes before dark, and he gave me a 20-yard shot, and I shot underneath him. I will say that the difference, I was shooting low on him to try to shoot him low and get the arrow up in his chest cavity. I'm trying to heart shoot him actually at 20 yards, and maybe I shouldn't have been so cocky with my shooting, but anyways, he was actually at 22 yards, and I shot underneath him. So I will say this for you guys that do a lot of whitetail hunting and says, you know, hey, I'm gonna go do some pig hunting or whatever. There's a difference in the anatomy of a pig and a deer, or a wild hog, whatever you want to call them, and a deer. Okay, a pig, if you look at a pig, they have their head, and then it looks like they have a little bit of a neck, and then their shoulder, and then their body starts right after that. I will tell you what, when you actually, I've killed 3 pigs this season, skinned them all of them out, dressed them, did all that good stuff. And I will tell you this, they almost really don't have a neck. It's deceiving by looking at a picture of one. A pig's shoulder, front of his shoulder, almost starts at the back of its ear. And then their lungs and heart is right behind their shoulder. It's so far forward, and it actually sits a lot lower than it looks. They've got a lot of meat up on their back. Okay, so you actually have to shoot a pig pretty low. So that's one reason I was shooting low. Where a deer, if you look at a deer, the lungs and, you know, the heart's low on a deer, but the lungs and stuff expand back behind the shoulder. Most of the lung is back behind the shoulder on a deer, where on a pig, the lungs and the vitals are up in between the shoulders, and you know that, so that can deceive you. So anyways, I shot low on the pig. Really aggravates me. It aggravates the heck out of me when I miss a deer or a pig or anything. You know, I wanted to kill the pig. Had I had my rifle, it'd been nothing. I mean, I could have just easily killed him. I've killed 3 so far this season with my rifle. But I wanted to kill one with a bow. Plus, I've got some deer that's been coming in, and it is still bow season here in Arkansas. So I was like, well, you know, I might as well just take my bow. If a deer comes in, I can shoot a deer or a pig, you know, whichever. So, anyway, so I missed. So this morning, I got up, slept in a little bit, got up, went to the 3D range. If you're from Arkansas, you may be familiar with it. It's in Mayflower. It's Camp Robinson shooting range, owned by the Arkansas Game and Fish. It's a really nice facility. They got skeet, they got rifle range, pistol range, and they got the 3D archery range. And they actually had bag targets, but went there, shot some 3D archery, made sure my bow was on. My wife did drop my bow last week. She told me. I leave my bow on the kitchen table, which is kind of silly, but I do. Or actually the island bar. We have a kitchen table island bar. I leave my bow on the island bar or whatever, and she was cleaning and accidentally dropped it, but she had knocked the sights off. I missed the pig, was me. And I really think I was shooting so low on it that the pig was actually at 22 yards instead of 20. That 2-yard difference was huge, was part of the major factor of why I shot under the pig. So anyways, you know, I will say this, I'm headed down. I'm going to hunt the same stand. I've had some deer come in this week. There was a pig there this morning. I could have actually probably killed that pig this morning had I wanted to. I don't think I could get to the stand and hunt him off the stand, but the way the wind direction is, I could have came in with a rifle, slipped in on him, got in where I could see him, and I could have shot him from a distance with a rifle. But I wanted to go check make sure my bow was in, you know, shoot, get some confidence, because anytime, you know, you miss like that, with me anyways, it kind of bothers me, and, you know, I just feel like I get some confidence back, and by shooting some 3D targets, and it's fun. I mean, you know, I love to shoot my bow, and it's good practice, you know. It's really good practice to shoot 3D targets instead of just shooting bags, okay? So anyways, so I'm headed down right now. Hopefully this white pig here that was here this morning, he's been coming in only in the mornings though, so I don't know if he'll come in this evening. Possibly he may come in this evening since he was there so late this morning. He may be close by. Hopefully that's the case. Or maybe a deer will come in, because I have had a few deer this week that's come into the feeder, and, you know, I'll shoot one of them. But I'll tell you, in the morning, my plans are in the morning, if you followed me last week, you know, I went and scouted my lease, and I showed some rubs and stuff in the video. I did find where a buck is coming through and where he's bedding. So I've got a stand. I set a stand up in the middle of a thick pine thicket, about 100 yards from where he's bedding, and by me following his tracks and rub lines and stuff, it seems to be where he's coming in the morning. Okay, so I plan on hunting there in the morning. I've got it set up, stands there ready to go, so hopefully we'll see what that happens. But we got to see what happens tonight, you know, with you know, this evening when I'm hunting. So hopefully that white pig will come in, or maybe that black pig will come back. He's actually black, got some brown mixed in on him and stuff. But it just really aggravates me. I shot under him. I wanted to kill him, but the only two pigs I've been having come in are are two male pigs. I don't know where the females are. My feeder, the battery went dead, and I didn't realize it. And it was dead for, you know, and there was no corn for about a week, so I had to go back to spread. So that kind of interrupts the cycle of the female pigs coming in. I was hoping, we've had this cold front move in. I'll tell you something, in the wintertime, cold weather is huge on making game come into food sources and stuff, whether it's deer or anything. It's huge because they burn more calories and stuff staying warm, and they need more food. So they'll typically come into the food source a little earlier on cold weather. Every time I've killed these pigs this season, it's been off of a cold front. They'll come in, and a cold front will hit, and it'll be real cold, and I'll get down there, and they come in earlier in the evening on a cold front every single time. It forces them, it makes them hungrier. They need more food to stay warm, to keep their bodies warm. Their body burns more calories and things like that to keep their body warm and produce the heat. So it is fairly cool. It's not what I consider cold, but it is pretty cool, decent. It's pretty good hunting weather. So anyways, we'll see what happens, and you know, things like that. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video here. I hope you know, pick up a tip or two from it, you know, whether it's the shot placement on the deer, or, you know, hunting on cold fronts, or whatever it is. I hope you guys are learning something from these videos in this series, and I hope you enjoyed this video here, and I hope you learned something from this video. So I'm going to head down here. I'm going to get set up, and hopefully one of these pigs or a deer comes in, you know, within bow range, and I actually make a good shot without missing. So it's not the first time I've missed something, and, you know, hate to say it, but it probably won't be the last. If you haven't missed anything with a bow, or even with a gun, you haven't hunted a whole lot. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed these videos. I wish you luck. Have a good day, and bye-bye.